Video for
बोलो बोलो
as I'm recording a video for the Study Abroad channel,
Okay.
and the nation wants to know how you got your scholarship as an ambassador.
The nation wants to know.
The nation wants to know. So you want to study in United States, and you go to the university's website and you see how much it costs to study in that university. By the way, that's how you find out how much it costs to study. You just go to the university's website, go to the bursars page, find out how much it costs. I've also made a video about how much it costs to study in the United States for MS, for bachelors, how you pay for it, the cost of living, and a lot of different details. The link is in the description. Go check out that video also after you watch this video, by the way, not before you watch this video. So getting back to the topic, let's talk about scholarships, which are also known as financial aid here in the United States, and how they can help you pay your tuition fees. By the way, at the end of the video, I have an announcement to make. I'm thinking to make a live Q&A session. This will help you guys connect with me on a personal level. You can ask me your questions, I will answer them, and that's how it will go. If you have any questions, you can always comment on the video and I will answer them for you as soon as possible. So let's talk about 5 different types of scholarships, or also called as financial aid, in this video, and we'll also take examples of 4 universities, the scholarships they provide, and how to find the scholarships in those universities. Also, how to compare them and make a good decisions based on the scholarships and the financial aids that are available in those universities. I want to start this video by saying don't rely on the scholarships. Those are something that supplement the cost of your education. Always make sure that you have a sufficient amount of funding for education. Do not risk all your savings on this. It is not worth it. So the first type would be assistantships. These are the most common that are available in all the universities. There are different types, for example, teaching assistantships, where you are actually helping a professor to teach a class or grade the papers of the class after the examination. The other one is research assistantships. That is something that I personally had during the summers. I was actually doing a research with a professor in a security area, and I got paid during that summer research assistantship. I got paid like $5,000. That helped me a lot pay for my education. The third type is actually graduate assistantship. This is like an official administrative work that you do under a professor or work in a department office, and you get paid for that. Now, to find these assistantship, the first thing you need to do is go approach your seniors, go approach your professors, and ask them as soon as possible if they need any help, and if you can help them by being their assistant. If there are any assistantships that they can grant you, and this will help you a lot because these are very limited, and as soon as you approach people, as soon as you ask for it, you will get it and you will be happy. If you're looking for research assistantships, of course, being a PhD candidate helps, or if you have a prior research background that you can show to the professors. Even if you don't have all those, which I'm talking, like any research background, or you don't have a PhD, or you are not able to get to the professor in time and all the assistantships are gone, don't worry about it. These assistantships come every semester, and you can always approach them in every semester and get things done. Now, there are other types which are called scholarships. There are also some universities which entice you with scholarships, something like you have 10% off or 50% off on your education. Remember, the universities are also a business. If you join them, if you pay them the fee, they will earn money from it. So they kind of entice you and ask you to come to the universities. They will give you a lot of discounts. But at the end, you have to make sure that you're going to the correct universities. There are some universities which are scams or which are not affiliated. They take the money, they will give you a degree, but those degrees are not useful. Or sometimes the US does not affiliate those universities as proper universities, and they shut them down anytime. So make sure you have the correct universities. Also, make sure to compare the prices. For example, there is a private universities which takes $60,000 to studies, but even after the discount of 10%, you will still be left with $54,000 of money. And at any California State University, for example, any state universities, you can just pay $30,000 and get done with your education. The quality of degree would still be the same in a private university, in a state university. Now, on the other hand, if you're getting a scholarship on Harvard is very expensive university, MIT is very expensive university, but if you get a discount there, or if you get a scholarship there, it's totally worth it, because that's a totally different experience, that's a totally different world out there. There are also some grants and scholarships from third-party organizations for university. Once you join the universities and get a portal, you will see like a list of scholarships, a list of different people who are giving grants to the universities. You can apply for them. They will be based on your GPA, your performance, your recommendations from your professors, or the recommendations from your friends or people you work with. There are also tuition fee waivers in some universities. For example, the state of Texas, if you get some kind of assistantship, if you get some kind of scholarship, your out-of-state tuition fees is waived. Now, in-state fees and out-of-state tuition fee, they are totally different concept, and will need another video. I'll probably make another video on this concept, but till then, in short, just understand that all the international students, they pay out-of-state tuition fee, which is like twice or thrice the amount of the in-state tuition fee. And if you get your out-of-state tuition fee waived, you will be paying just like 1/3 or half of the fees that you're actually paying, which is a good amount of scholarship. There are also different ways to get those tuition fee waivers. For example, my sister, she's studying in Cal State Fullerton, and she's a student ambassador for the international students, for Indian students. And for being the student ambassador, she got waived off 3 credits. Hello? हेलो. हाँ ईशा, क्या हुआ, कहाँ पर है?
मैं खाना बना रही थी, फोन चार्जिंग पे था, फिर मेरे को कॉल बैक आया, फिर आपने नहीं उठाया तो मैं वापस किचन में चली गई।
तू
फिर वापस
कब से खाना बना रही है तू?
कब से कहाँ बना रही हो?
अरे,
तो चॉपिंग वगैरह की, आटा लगाया।
I'm recording a video for
हाँ 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 बोलो बोलो।
so I'm recording a video for the Study Abroad channel, and the nation wants to know how you got your scholarship as an ambassador.
The nation wants to know.
The nation wants to know.
Okay.
So can you please explain? The camera is recording right now.
Yeah, sure. So there's this international office in my campus, which is Cal State Fresno. And the main aim of the office is to help the international students. So they do have leadership positions, which is called international ambassador, which is basically a few individuals, like 5 to 6, who handle all the events, as well as we meet the students, like international students, at least twice a semester.
So what kind of scholarship you got from being an ambassador?
Okay, so I applied for this position, and then the scholarship is that you get, for a graduate student, you get tuition fee waived off of 3 units, while for undergraduates, you get tuition fee of 4 units get waived off. So when I got the position, suppose I took 9 units in the semester, I paid tuition fee of 6 units instead of 9. So my 3 units tuition fee got waived off.
And that 3 units were something like $6,000? No, sorry,
Yes.
$2,000.
Yes.
Right, yeah. So it was 8,000, but because you had those units waived out, you just paid
I
6,000.
paid 6,000, yes.
Okay. Awesome. So you sound very low right now. I think you need to go eat food.
Okay.
Kitchen में जाओ, फिर से खाना बनाओ. Now here in United States, we have credit system for studies. If you have some credits waived off, you're basically getting free tuition for those subjects, and that's a good amount of scholarship. Now these grants, they all vary from university to university. There's no one particular way to get these grants, but you can always research, you can always look at the university's website, you can talk to people, you can ask them what's available, go to different portals, find out about these scholarships that are specific to those universities, and it will help you in a long way. The last one is actually jobs. There are part-time jobs inside the universities. You can work part-time inside the universities, in the university's kitchen, in the university's dorms. There are also bookstores in the universities that you can work at, and you get paid for working in them part-time. It's a very normal job, only 20 hours a week. Good amount of money that will help you pay the expenses for at least your cost of living, if not for your tuition fee. Now the best part would be the CPT, which is the curriculum practical training. You can start your CPT as soon as your summer, and as soon as your summer break. You can get internships at good companies. They will pay you a lot of money. I had internship at Google Summer of Code, and I also got around $6,000 from working on a project, which helped me a lot to pay my one semester again of tuition fees. Also, in my last semester, I just had one subject to study, and I can still do CPT. So I actually got an internship in a company, which converted to a full-time job after my education. What it means is that I had a job before I graduated, which was really awesome. So this is something I would always recommend to people. Go find out a good company to intern with. Go find out a good company where you can do CPT, and which will probably turn into a good job later. Alright guys, so I have like all the university pages open on my screen. You can see I'm starting right now with Harvard. In Harvard College, you can go directly to financial aid. By the way, all these pages I've opened using just a simple Google search, but you can always see the link in the description of this video. I will just put them down so that you can also go onto these pages and check it. So one thing about Harvard, a good thing is that they have need blind admission, which is even if you don't have the financials to study there, they will just discard that as the admission process criteria and will just look at your other things. Once you get the admission, they will help you with the financial aid, and there's 100% need-based aid, which means if you can't pay for the tuition fee for Harvard, they will help you 100% with your tuition fee and even your cost of living. Here's the cost of attendance to study at Harvard. And for 2019 to 2020, you can see the cost of attendance can somewhere be around 73,000 to $78,000, which is a huge, huge amount. Let me just check. So let's quickly check how much 80,000 will cost right now. That would be 56,66,040 for just 1 year of study. That is how much Harvard will cost you. And it's really tough to study there. It's very expensive, but if you get it, they will give you the financial aid to study at Harvard. Now let's go and compare California State University, Long Beach. This is where I studied, and the tuition and fees here is like very 73,000 to $78,000, which is a huge, huge amount. Let me just check. So let's quickly check how much 80,000 will cost right now. That would be 56,66,040 for just 1 year of study. That is how much Harvard will cost you. And it's really tough to study there. It's very expensive, but if you get it, they will give you the financial aid to study at Harvard. Now let's go and compare California State University, Long Beach. This is where I studied, and the tuition and fees here is like very, very simple. You can always go to this page, tuition and fee, and then you can just see the full-time fees. We are looking at full-time because we will be carrying 7 or more units. For international students, you have to carry at least 9 units per semester to be a graduate student. So for graduate, you can see this is the tuition fee, and then check this out. They have different kind of fees. One is a facility fee, associated student. So this is just the tuition fee. Rest everything is just like other services, instructional related, university student union, student ID card, etc., etc. And all boils down for a graduate student. It comes to 4,134. Now this fee is just for the institution per semester. Now, if you go down below, they say, okay, for non-resident tuition, you have to pay $396 for each unit. So let's say you're registered for 12 units. In our case, it's 9 units. It will come down to around $8,000, which is how much exactly it is to study here at Cal State Long Beach for international students. For international students, this is how much you pay per semester. And compare this to Harvard, where you're paying $80,000 and here you're paying $16,000 for 1 year. There's a huge difference between the cost, and that's where these universities come into play. But of course, there's no comparison on Harvard and Cal State Long Beach. But there is a comparison between Cal State Long Beach and RIT. I've seen a lot of students get scholarships from RIT, which is Rochester Institute of Technology. Here you can see the tuition per year is 45,000. Now they don't have the breakdown, so I think just for the year they have included all the things, which is facility fee, etc., etc., and then you have this total of 50,000 per year. Again, this is a huge difference from Cal State Long Beach. But when you see the quality of studies in both the universities, they are quite comparable. The opportunities after passing out from those the opportunities after passing out from this university and Cal State Long Beach is also very comparable. So I think in my mind, it's always good to go for a cheaper university, which is Cal State Long Beach, because education doesn't need to be expensive. It doesn't make much difference if you pay $100,000 or $60,000. If you're willing to learn, you can learn it from anywhere except for Harvard again, because in Harvard you just go to make connections and to get the exposure of the best and the latest things available in the world. But when you compare Cal State Long Beach and RIT, there is no comparison. Even if they give you 50% scholarships, you will still end up paying more than $20,000 per year just in tuition and college fees. We have not just calculated cost of living yet, which is again very comparable at CSULB and RIT. Now, in both the places, you can see the financial aid at CSULB. The best place to go is my CSULB account. Now, they don't give much information right here on the website, but I have used personally. So when you get the admission, you get a my CSULB account. There you can actually see all these things, all the forms for financial aid, and then you can see all the scholarship awards. There's like a financial aid tab, and then you can go there and you will see like a lot of links where you can apply for financial aid and graduate assistantship, research assistantships, etc., etc. Now we go to RIT. Here you can see the financial aids for the international students at RIT, and you are getting a graduate scholarship. The graduate scholarship, they are awarded to students for complete tuition or for a part of the tuition, and then they expect that you maintain 3 grade or above. So every semester you have up to 4 GPA, and you have to maintain at least 3 to keep your scholarships. If you don't keep it, if your score goes below 3, then you will lose your scholarship at that moment. Also, there are graduate assistantships, as we talked about. There are research assistantships. Now, let's compare another one, which is Damu, Texas A and M University. A lot of people go here as well. The cost of attendance at Tamu is around 38,306, which is very comparable to RIT, but Tamu is a very reputed university. And I have heard that in Texas, if you get one kind of scholarship, you default go back to institution fees. So you will be paying a lot less in tuition fee during that semester and the coming semesters if you have scholarship. Here also you can see that we have financial aids that you can apply for Texas students. You can go in this tab, which is I'm not a US citizen, Texas resident. So you have how to apply, when should I submit, checklist, application tips, and a lot of available information that you need to check based on your specific needs. There are different types of aid. There are also loans. There are short-term loan, long-term loans, and also these loans sometimes are at lower interest rates for students. There are scholarships, student employment, and financial need waiver, but this is for Mexican citizens, but there are also financial need waivers for other students as well. So yeah, here's a comparison of 4 universities we talked about how it's like to study at Harvard, how it's like to study at CSULB, RIT, and TAMU, and then you can look at all these informations and make a really wise decision based on your needs and how much you can afford your education, and which will help you the most to achieving your dreams. So yeah, at the end, I want to make this announcement that I am sharing a lot of vlogs with you guys. So go check them out. I want to share my personal life with you so that you can connect with me more and that you can understand how life is at United States of America, how I am doing after my job, after my graduation. Yeah, so I'll be sharing a lot of stuff with you guys, a lot of vlogs, travel vlogs, living here, working here. And stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If this video helped you, like it, share with people who might get help from this video and who might understand more using this video. I will also start a live Q&A, as I said in the start of the video, so that you guys can come and ask questions and I can answer them live, which would be amazing because it would be really efficient for me, it would be really efficient for you. I get to know you guys better and help you guys better. So till next video, signing off.